Welcome to UKWF, and this is Meet the Tag Teams Part 1. And we are going to kick this part off with just two tag teams. Both coming from the show of Rampage. Here comes Team 1 being led out by Cobra. She seems to have these two men on a short leash. And that is Drago and Vibora. Drago there, Vibora, the bigger heavyweight. As I said, both under Cobra's control. And they are your reigning Rampage Tag Team Champions. Not only are they a tag team, they're also looking for solo gold in their divisions. Vibora was in the Meet the Heavyweights. Drago, Meet the Cruiserweights. And Cobra, Meet the Women of UKWF. If you haven't checked out those parts already, I seriously recommend going back and taking a look. But as we now have the first team out, we move now on to the Disciples of Darkness. Disciples of Darkness, led out by Brettic. Again, seems to have an eerie control over the two men following behind. They go by the name of Victor and Eric. We've already met Brettic in the Meet the Heavyweights of UKWF. And we're going to kick this match off with Drago versus Eric. And Eric straight on the attack there with the Fez press, unloading heavy shots onto the head of Drago. Big knee to the side of the head. Kick to the midsection followed with a DDT. Cobra already starting to play a role, distracting Eric there for Vibora to get his hands on him. Now it's Drago's turn to take control of this match thanks to that distraction. Neck breaker, stomp to the face. A hip toss there from Eric. Looks to take back control. Scoop slam, no, Drago slips through, delivers a backdrop. The quick tag there made to Victor, who comes in with a flying drop kick there. Body block takedown. Big boot there to Drago, who now tags in the big man Vibora. Victor countering that drop kick with a boot of his own, but doesn't counter the second one, and he's been clotheslined over the top rope, dropping him into the outside. Cobra now picks up Victor, who gets back into the ring as Vibora climbs out. Big headbutt there, dropping Victor to the mat. Working that knee, using that strength advantage he has over the little man, or should I say little demon, because we don't know where these two come from, but they certainly don't look like they're normal humans to me. Backbreaker there from Eric to Vibora. Eric now picks him up, whips him over that top rope and drops him to the floor. Victor now looks to be setting him up. The Vibora fights back. Elbow strikes to the midsection, breaks free. Belly to back suplex there from Eric to Vibora, throwing him across the mats on the outside of the ring here. Whip back into the ring. The elbow strike there from Eric to the head of Vibora. Picks him up. STO. In for the pin, hook in the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. Misses with the big knee to the back. Vibora slips out. But Eric too quick for him, whips him into the corner of the darkness. Sits him up on that top turnbuckle. What's he going for here? The suplex to the outside, dropping him on the exposed floor mats there. From that top turnbuckle, we're talking over 7 feet drop, straight onto your back. And whipped into the ring post. Vibora now fighting back with the elbow strike, whips Eric back into the ring. Elbow strike again to the head. Vibora now looking to gain control. Backbreaker of his own. Brettic now playing a part, distracting Vibora, giving Eric a chance to get back to his feet. Side suplex there. Eric watching as Vibora crawls across the ring for the tag, and now makes a tag of his own. Drago straight in there with the drop kick, and another. And a basement dropkick taking Victor off his feet for the 3rd time. Victor whips Drago into the corner. Across the ring. But fights out with an elbow strike. Kick to the midsection. The sunset flip there. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. Victor rolls through. And a 1 count there. Somebody's thrown a steel chair into the ring here. Don't know whose advantage that's for. Here you see Victor as he tries to separate those ribs of Drago. Pulling at them, trying to separate them there. Victor now whips Drago across the ring into the corner of the darkness. Tosses him to the outside. What's he got in mind here? Eric moves out the way. Dives through, tornado DDT, driving the head into the floor. Big knee strike to the head. Eric now gets a hold of Drago. Drago fights free, elbow strikes to the midsection. Drago continues to fight back. Referee's count still goes on. but Eric throws him back into the ring. Referee finally spots the steel chair and throws it back to the outside of the ring. Victor now going to the top rope. Drago laid out. Fish drop to the mid-section of Drago. Drago, arm drag takedown. Basement DDT there, driving the head of Victor into the mat. Brettic again playing a part, distracting Drago, giving Victor a chance to get back to his feet and make the tag. And that tag he has made. In comes Eric, misses with the big boot. Drago sidestepping it there, whips him into the corner of the cold-blooded killers. And whips him across the ring again. This time we see Cobra sliding in the steel chair. And again, no, pulls him back, Hurricane Rana. Referee now, distracted, gets wiped out as Eric gets thrown into the corner of the cold-blooded killers. We now look to stomp a hole in the chest of Eric. In comes the big man Vibora. Continues stomping away at the chest. Again comes Drago. Eric absorbing a lot of punishment there in the corner. In comes Vibora, in with a basement drop kick to the chest. Down for the pin. Hooks the leg for the 1. And a kick out on 1. Very surprising that Eric could get a kick out on 1 there. Arm drag takedown by Eric. Looks for the belly-to-belly suplex, but Vibora soon puts a stop to that. Vibora whips him into the corner of the cold-blooded killers yet again. Double team move coming his way. Punch into the face. Whips him into Drago, who lifts him up. Looks to behead him there with that clothesline, that flying clothesline. Hooks the leg. In for the pin. But the referee been distracted by Brettic, who's up on the apron. Referee clearing the ring of the steel chair. Drago now looks to pick Eric up to his feet. Again, whips him into the corner of the cold-blooded killers. Double team move coming again. Whips him into Vibora, who picks him up off the floor. There's that clothesline again, looking to take the head off Eric. Vibora down for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. Stomp to the small of the back there by Vibora, who goes up to the middle rope. But eats a punch there from Victor, dropping him down to the mat. Both men back to their feet though. Eric looking a little dazed. European uppercut from Eric. Runs into the corner. Tosses Vibora down. Climbs to the mid rope. Looking for that fish drop. Lands it straight on the forehead of Vibora. STO center of the ring. Stomp to the midsection. Stomp at the elbow joint. Now Vibora gets whipped into the corner of the Disciples of Darkness. Rolls him into the center of the ring. What a slam there, driving him down into the mat. Eric, exhausted, leaves Drago free to get into the ring and break the count on 1. Eric now whips Drago into the corner. Vibora whipped into the opposite corner. Victor comes in, smashes his head on that mid turnbuckle, busting Vibora open, and the blood begins to flow. Giant uppercut there from Victor on Vibora. Stomping away at the knee now. Looks for that scoop slam, but Vibora slips through. Kick to the back of the leg. As he goes to shoot on Victor, he catches him. Looks for the power bomb. Slamming him down into the mat there. Drags him into the center of the ring. Kick to the hamstring. Cobra doing her best to distract Victor, and he eats a fist from Drago. Headbutt to the back of the neck. Tosses him across the ring. and they make the tag. Drago now in. Looks to pick Victor back to his feet, but eats a jawbreaker. Victor now looks like he's setting him up for a power bomb. Center of the ring, power bomb pin. 1, 2, no, referee dragged out of the ring there by Cobra. Vibora into the ring now. Eric, Northern Lights suplex. Referee now back into the ring, double axe handle to the back of Drago, sending him into the mat. Now having his back of the head smashed against the ring mat. Blocks the overhand punch, comes in with a forearm of his own, spinning heel kick. Elbow drop across the throat there. Looks to pick Victor up, but Victor fights back with an elbow to the midsection. Whips Drago into the corner of the Disciples of Darkness. Drago fights back. Looks to take out Eric, but eats a boot to the side of the face. Eric now brings himself into the ring. Whips Drago into the corner. And across the ring back. Pulls him back and delivers a basement knee there. Kitchen sink knee, sorry, into the midsection. Drago flips up. Inseguri there, takes out Eric. Standing moonsault. Hooks the leg for the pin. Referee distracted this time by Bredick. Drago stops the pin where it is. Knows it's no good. Crowd going wild there. Drago whipped Eric into the corner. Looks to finish it here. Referee once again distracted by Bredick on the outside. Vibora dealing with Victor as he tried to get into the ring there with a running DDT. Eric now getting back to his feet. What a drop kick there from Drago. Bredick being ejected from the ring by the referee. Drago now going to the top of the rope. 650 slam. 1, 2, and a kick out on 2. How Eric's managing to kick out still after all this punishment he's taken. Victor still sat outside the ring, unable to help his partner here. And Drago goes to the top rope once more. Double boots there to the midsection. Hooks the leg for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Cold-blooded killers get the victory here. Victor too slow to break up the pin. You see Victor was trying to separate those ribs there of Drago. Just stomping with a mud hole in the chest of Eric here. And this was the finishing touch from Vibora. That basement drop kick into the midsection. Eric having nowhere to go. This would look like to take the head off Eric. And again, this time with Drago doing a running clothesline there. This with the Disciples of Darkness slamming Vibora down to the mat there, trying to drive him through. But here is your winners, the Cold-Blooded Killers, led out by Cobra. And this is why they are your tag team champions here on Rampage in UKWF. Thanks for your time. As always, like, subscribe and share. I hope to see you there.